My favourite challenge, I've got a couple, which you'll see in the up and coming series. So they are Dead Man's Gorge, Leap of Faith and Raven's Rock. We've put a little bit of a different spin on Raven's Rock, and we've put a couple of added game elements which you'll be able to see. Dead Man's Gorge pretty much as it was, and Leap of Faith pretty much as it was. CGI and special effects, I think only when it's required. I don't think we need to be heavy with CGI for the sake of it.
Yeah.
If the game warrants it, I think we'll add it in. There's a few games, I think you were here today, where we'll have a little bit of CGI. Where it works, it'll work.
Yeah,
I don't think we need to. No, not thrown for the sake of it. Absolutely not. No, not at all. I think following the success of Hunger Games, Game of Thrones, that sort of type of theme, will obviously encourage this to come back. A lot is taken from the old series, a lot of inspiration taken from the old series. We weren't reinventing the wheel, we were merely taking an already established and successful format and just making it for now for a more sophisticated, younger and new audience. So all the themes, everything from the old Raven is still there.
Cool.
I would say just to breathe a bit more of new life into the series and to give it to appeal to a whole new audience as well.
And to give it a new twist.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't want to stay stuck doing the same thing all the time. You need a bit of change to reinvigorate people as well. Playing with kids' imaginations and making them feel like they want to be there and do those challenges and be part of that show, and push themselves to the limit and face their fears, that sort of stuff. For us in this series, people jumping into whitewater gorges, jumping out of trees, being chased by demons, exactly what you've seen before, as we've managed to replicate again. When we have the opportunity, on this production we were really tight for time, so we didn't test as much as we wanted. So a lot of our games testing was pretty much in the setup, but yeah, the production team were absolutely chomping at the bit to try out certain games.
Because they wanted to more
Yeah.
than yeah. There was some testing going on today, wasn't there,
Yes.
before the challenges started?
Where we could, we did. I jumped out the tree for Leap of Faith.
Dead Man's Gorge.
Dead Man's Gorge,
Yeah.
just because I love the thought of just jumping into that icy cold water and that white water that's literally rushing. And also Leap of Faith, they're my two favourites.
The music.
We have a whole new set of music writers. I think you've had a little taste of what's on offer, and it's
on the trailer.
yeah, and it's quite epic. And
Is it on a similar theme to what we've heard before?
well, I think there's more heavy guitar riffs,
Okay.
a bit more of an epic feel, and a lot of it's still to be scored as well. She doesn't religiously follow the script. If she did, she'd be an angel, but she likes to go off piece a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot more interaction between her and the warriors, and asking them how they feel before they go into each challenge. So she's there as more of a she was an old warrior, so she's been in their position before. So she's more of an arm around the shoulder, this is what we're doing type feel.
Rejected.
Got to stay tuned.
No teeniest hint on that.
No, I don't want to spoil the surprise.
How many weeks of
Budget-
filming you got planned?
Budget was not as much as we'd hoped, as usual. How many crew have we got? I reckon from start to finish there will have been about 50, 55 people that have touched this in some way. Maybe even more actually, 60 if you include all the people that built, set, that off-site to all the way through to the edit. So yeah, I'd say about 60 people in the team. What was your last question? What was the last bit of that?
How many weeks of filming?
Oh, how many weeks of filming have we done? 7. I think it'll be 7 in total, and then there are a few days for pickups and bits of drama and stuff to see us through. Oh my, that's a toughie. Well, we're looking at 2 days worth of filming, 2.5 days of filming for 28 minutes, so 16, maybe 20 hours times 4 or 5 cameras, so you do the math. The main thing was children crying because they're so invested in the show. When they lost challenges, they were really upset. So consoling them and making them feel proud that they were still here, because we had over 2,500 applications. So even being here, you should be considered a winner. No, being in Aviemore and getting the sense of Scotland's natural rugged beauty was perfect where we were in the Cairngorms. Nothing, nowhere, no location we used we had to over prepare. Like the crag, the leap of faith, all of those used natural elements to produce them. So. I have.
Seen clips on YouTube.
I have. I did my research. I think you did extremely well building all of your sets, all of your games. I think you're amazing.
Roy who did all that, so.
Yeah, you did pretty well.
Yeah.
Yes, I have done indeed, and quite a few of the production team did as well. So we did our research.
Have you been on the forum itself?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to play a game now. Which account?
It was David Curse. I hope it continues, because it means that we'll all have another job for a few months over the summer. But I couldn't tell you. It depends on how it does.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?